And 23 years since the Oswego Lakers have defeated the SUNY New Paltz Hawks. We'll see what gets done today. Of course, this team dropped them off in the SUNYAC last year. A very good Hawks team, but the Lakers, Logan, have looked pretty good. They are currently 11-3 on the season right now, hopefully looking to make it 11-4. We will momentarily pause for the national anthem. Once again, welcome into the Max Zeal Gymnasium here in Oswego. We've got a highly anticipated conference game for you. The Lakers and the New Paltz Hawks. Logan, we were saying before the anthem, this Hawks team has been very dominant in recent years. It's actually been 23 years since the Lakers have defeated this team. What are you doing if you're the Lakers going into this one?
If I'm the Lakers, I'm going to try to build up the success I've had so far. I mean, we were lucky enough to commentate them during the Oswego Invitational volleyball tournament here at the Max Zeal, and the Lakers really looked good. You know, like you said, 11-3. They've got to keep building on that momentum and hopefully beat a team that they have not beaten in a while. They
finished that tournament with a 3-1 record. They were one of the better teams there. They're currently 11-3. A 2-game win streak for the Lakers. They took down SUNY Poly and Utica College this past week. Now, their first game of the month here in October is against the Hawks. It is their first conference game of the season. Following this Saturday, tomorrow, they will take on Oneonta for Senior Day. So going into that one, you're going to want to take this one here, take that little bit of momentum into tomorrow.
I'd have to agree. This is a team that I feel like in most sports, there's a lot of teams that, you know, there's comebacks. There's it's hard to explain. This is, again, a team that has lost to this New Paltz squad year after year after year. But they've also done really well this season, so you've hoped that maybe there's momentum, maybe that, you know, they're trying to, again, build off of. At the same time, they've also got a little bit of revenge going on. They've just got to figure out what's going to be their formula to beat New Paltz today.
If there is a Lakers team who I am confident in beating a New Paltz team, it is this season's Lakers. The headline of the season so far, Logan, has been sophomore setter Maya Bush.
Yes.
She recorded her 1,000th career assist early this season in only her second season of collegiate play. A very impressive accomplishment for the setter. She currently has 462 assists this season and still going. They have 13 games left to play, including this one. We'll see what she can do to lead the Lakers tonight. The initiator of the offense, of course, following Bush, it's Priscilla McReynolds and Kali Vukdeveen leading the team in kills. We'll have to see how effective they are tonight.
They have been absolutely dominant. Once again, those players that when you're watching the Oswego Invitational Tournament here, it was just their names stood out. It seemed like we just kept saying their names over and over and over again. McReynolds, Vukdeveen, you just kept hearing it. And like you said, Maya Bush has just been absolutely killing it with the assists. Quite a feat. And only your second season to be putting up numbers like that on the assists, it's just insane.
Now, it was Vukdeveen who led the Lakers against SUNY Poly earlier this week. She had 16 kills in that one, along with 4 blocks right behind her. Priscilla McReynolds added on 15 kills, and Gigi Basile tailed them with 9. the Lakers have been swinging early this season, and they found a lot of success there. They have four players on this team, all above 70 kills. Looking to add more tonight, Logan, as we are just moments away here from the first set at the Max Zeal Gymnasium.
I gotta say, I love that everyone's getting a little bit of action here. You know, there isn't one player carrying the squad. It seems like everyone's been doing great. Everyone's getting touches and everyone's getting kills.
Out there for the Lakers now, we see Gigi Basile, Elena Dzinski. We've got Julia Santafamia, Maya Bush, CJ Idom, and Priscilla McReynolds are out there. It'll be a new Paltz serve to start this first set. Looks like that's number 18, Maria Wingen, to get us going here. And McReynolds will dig it in the back row. Bush with her first set of the night. It's Basile on that far sideline. She snuck it in there. A great way to start for the Lakers.
Great spike right there in the corner. That's one way you want to start a game, and that's honestly probably the best way to start a game like that.
So Lakers will now take the serve. It is Gabriella Bishop. A mishandle there is still alive. They'll have to send it over. Off the net, Bush will dig it. There's Idom with a bump. Back to Basile. A tip over is Doug. Here's a set now from the Hawks. A quick set back over to the back row, all over the head of Bishop. And now it's a 1-1 game. They snuck that one in that back corner.
That was really, really good play, finding the open spot where there's no defenders. And it wasn't a crazy spike to put it over. There was just a gentle push just to where it needed to go.
To serve now for the Hawks is the libero Jordan Lewis, a sophomore here. That one will clear the net. Bishop's back there to dig it. Bush will set Dzinski. Tipped at the net but kept alive. Here's a Hawks set going back over, blocked by Dzinski. And that one went down quick, Logan. A dominant block there by Alana Dzinski.
With a player like Dzinski who's just tall and has the hops, it's hard to get over Elena like that. It's insane. It's a really, really good defensive effort.
Idom now to serve for the Lakers. That one will get over. It's Doug in the back row. Here's a back row set. A tip across. Idom's there to dig it. Bush will set. There's McReynolds tipped at the net. It's kept alive. There's a nice dig. A set back on that far side. A quick tip that's blocked. Still alive here. A bump over to Idom. Idom will get it to Bush. Bush to Vukhteveen with authority, but it's kept alive. There's Bishop in the back row now. Bush, another set. Vukhteveen again. A miss hit there. It somehow clears the net. A crazy defensive play there by the Hawks. Bush will set McReynolds now. And McReynolds finishes off a great volley there. That was very great. A lot of back and forth there early in this one, Logan. Lakers take that one.
That's a great volley. And, I mean, everyone, like I said, was getting a piece of that one. And there was also some crazy saves there. Little one hands going out, some fists being punched to the ball, you know.
The Hawks did a great job keeping that one alive. Here's Idom's serve again. That one to the back row. Here's a hit across on that far side. Idom with a quick set. Bush will set Basile on that far side. Tipped at the net. Back row set. There's a middle spike there. Snuck that one in.
Got the defensive effort, but just the ball did not have the trajectory that they were hoping for.
Looks like it was Lexi Strugalis taking care of that one now. It's 3-2 Lakers. It'll be a Kim Braun serve for the Hawks now. This one's up and over. It's dug by Bishop in the back row. Bush. McReynolds swinging. No one could get there. A great ball placement by Priscilla McReynolds.
McReynolds making it look easy once again.
That's her second kill now.
Wow.
Basile will check out now. Looks like it's Julia Santafamia checking in to serve. The Lakers now with a 2-point lead. Serve is up. It's Doug in the back. Here's a set by Braun. Idom couldn't handle it.
It's a tough ball to get, a good control on. A lot of force behind it, Eddie.
Looks like that was Morella Veluz in the front there taking care of that one. And it'll be a Reagan Daiba serve now. That one to Santafamia in the back row. Bush with a set to Vukhteveen. Big swing and Vukhteveen buries that one in the back corner. The team leader in kills gets her first one here of the match.
Wow. Man, just the force behind those spikes, those hits. I do not want to be on the receiving end of that, Eddie.
She got up on that one. Here's a McReynolds serve now. It's back there. The Braun set. Here's a quick swing. Kept alive and poked over. Braun now setting that far side again. Blocked at the net. Looks like they'll call a net violation on the Hawks. Lakers win another point.
Good, great. Not even good. Great defensive play there. I loved that. Love to see that. It's just a textbook volleyball play.
McReynolds again. This one a little too long, out of bounds. Lakers were up 3. Now it'll be a Hawks point. They get the serve back. 6-4 Lakers here early on. It will be Lexi Stragalis serving for the Hawks now. Stragalis is a junior middle hitter for the Hawks. That one into the net, back to the Lakers. Looks like Dudzinski will check back in for Idem and play the front row. Vukhtevin now to serve.
Vukhtevin's a killer.
Vukhtevin, the senior middle blocker, also making her presence known in that back row. Here's the serve now. There's a quick set to the middle. It's blocked at the net, kept alive. Looks like they'll set back. A swing. That one a little too much on it. That one out of bounds. Lakers point. It's now 8-4, Logan.
That is a really tough play to get a point on. I mean, you're literally hitting towards the short side of the court here. You're not going to shoot far, so you've got to be very gentle with how much power you put on that.
Tried to cross that one over the net. Here's Vukhtevin serving again. A mishandle there in the back row, but kept alive. A big swing is blocked. Out of bounds, it looks like. That'll be a Hawks point.
Once again, it's hard to read where that ball is going to go. Not like a play can overly control.
Now back in is Idem. Vukhtevin will check out after serving. Idem will play defense back there. And serving now for the New Paltz Hawks is Courtney Meyer. Meyer, a junior. Let's see what she can do here. It clears. There's Santa Femia in the back row. Idem keeps it alive. McReynolds will have to send it over. It's short but returned. Braun will set a back row. There's a swing there. Just on the corner, looks like it's in favor of the Lakers. Too much on it. Basile now will check back in for Santa Femia and play the front.
Just like that, Lakers up 4 to start off already. It's pretty
9-5. It's Maya Bush now to serve. The setter will send it across. It's Doug. Here's a Braun set to the middle. It's blocked immediately. The dig to keep it alive. Braun will set again. There's a big swing. It's off the net. Bishop will send it right back over now. Braun with a third set and a swing there. McReynolds with a dig. Bush now to Bishop. A powerful swing is Doug in the back row. There's a bump now to that far sideline. A swing. Snuck in there. It's Maria Weigand. Sneak it in that back corner over the head of McReynolds. Great placement there by the Hawks.
Really, really good game plan right there. Really just once again, find where the defender cannot go and get that ball.
It is still early, but we've seen some great volleys here in the first set. It's now Weigand to serve for the Hawks. Weigand has 2 kills along with Reagan Daiba for the SUNY New Paltz team. It's McReynolds with 2, followed by Basile and Vukhtevin with 1 apiece for the Lakers. Serve now clears the net. It's McReynolds in the back row, getting it to Bush for a quick set to Dudzinski. Here's a Braun set now, blocked at the net once again. We've seen blocks on that far side a lot. Bishop with a quick tip. Braun back to that far side. It's Daiba now swinging. Idem with a great dig. Bush, a back row set to McReynolds. It's kept alive. Another great volley, Logan. A quick poke. Bush is there. It's Idem keeping it to Basile now. Tipped at the net. A diving effort by Jordan Lewis, but that'll be a Lakers point off the tip.
It's a tough save to make right there. That was good effort, but man, Lakers, New Paltz, just great volley back and forth.
It'll be Gabby Bishop now serving for the Lakers. This one's up and over. It's a back row set. Braun has to fight to keep it alive. Basile with a great effort at the net. McReynolds will keep it up, and Basile will send it over. A great kill there by Gigi Basile. That one off the hands of Maria Weigand. She just couldn't do anything with it.
Great play there. Didn't have to jump. Didn't have to really look even where she was hitting. It was just all natural.
The Lakers now with a 5-point lead in this first set. They've been very active at the net, as Bishop will have another serve here. A knuckleball to the back row. Here's Braun with a set. A quick swing is blocked at the net. It'll be another swing here. A quick tip by Reagan Daiba. Idem now will bump it to McReynolds. It's blocked. Dudzinski's there. Bush is there. McReynolds swinging again to the arms of Braun. Now setting it back to Daiba. Idem with another back row set. Bush has been very active. Basile now swinging. And a little too much on it. That one just out of bounds. That was Gigi Basile there with the mustard on that spike. That'll be a Hawks point. And it looks like we've got our first time out of the first set. The two teams will regroup as the Lakers are now up 6. Logan, is 12-6.
I think they just gave that point to Oswego, Eddie.
Was that an Oswego point?
I believe so. I believe it went off the fingertips there, and that's why the timeout was called, is because Oswego is now up 6.
So the Hawks now looking to figure things out. They are down 6. Still halfway through this first set, just about. It's Gabby Bishop who will continue serving for the Lakers. She's now won the last few points. Logan, if you are the New Paltz Hawks right now, you have history of winning these matches, but it's not looking too great for them now. What are you going to do to readjust?
I mean, first off, you got to remember there's a bunch of games still left, right? I mean, you've got much more time to kind of adapt, figure out what's going wrong, and also just don't stress yet. You know, it's not even close to being the end of the first set yet. Just lock in, do what you're used to do, and you know, just keep it rolling.
There is a lot of volleyball yet to be played. It was Gigi Basile picking up the kill there on that last point before the timeout. Looked like it was out of bounds from here, but Lakers get the point, so they will continue to serve with a 6-point lead. And the Lakers really want this one, Logan. Like I said, it is a conference game, their first conference matchup this season against a team who has historically beaten them, but also the last team they played last season, ending their season. It was last November where the New Paltz Hawks defeated the Lakers in the first round of the SUNY. So the Lakers, of course, are really going to want this one.
It's bragging rights, Eddie. That's what this is. You can say, you know what, we beat SUNY New Paltz finally.
Back in play, the Bishop serve clears the net. Blocked at the net there. It's another Hawks bump. It'll be Daiba sending it over. Idem with a great dive there. Bush now back to McReynolds. A swing. Nobody there on that far sideline. McReynolds sneaks it in there. Her third kill in this first set.
Thread the needle, Eddie. That's what that was. She thread the needle nice and smooth.
Threaded the needle. Here is Gabby Bishop once again. She's won multiple points now for the Lakers early on. She will continue to serve. Oh, a mishandle there. Nobody can get there. Looks like it was Courtney Meyer who just couldn't get a good dig on that one. An ace for Gabriella Bishop.
Gabby Bishop, great play there.
Bishop, a senior, so this season means a lot to her. Of course, it'd be great if they could finally beat the Hawks in her senior season. She will continue to serve now for the Lakers.
It'd be great to beat the Hawks also with your contributions being, well, could be, you know, the deal maker. You never know.
Absolutely. Very well serving very well here in this first set. She will continue to do so now. Lakers up 8. And Logan, we may have just jinxed her. That one did not clear the net, snuck it underneath. Point goes back to the Hawks. We take the blame for that one.
That's okay. Stuff like that happens all the time.
It'll be
like
Jordan
I said,
Lewis.
We still have a lot of volleyball left to play.
A lot of volleyball left to play. Jordan Lewis now looking to see what she can do for the Hawks. That one gets to Bishop in the back row. Motion at the net. Looks like a net violation there. It will be another Hawks point.
You know, those net violations, they'll sneak up on you. You can't let those add up.
It is very important when you're at the net, you go straight up with your arms. Any sort of, you know, leaning over or bumping into the net in any way, you will be called for a whistle. There's another serve by Lewis. Bush will set up McReynolds on this close sideline here. It's blocked at the net. Idem with a dig. Basile will have to send it over. Too much on it. That one will be out of bounds. Another Hawks point. Basile, the lefty, just couldn't sneak that one in that back corner.
No, a little bit too much force behind that. Not something that Gigi does often, so kind of a rare occurrence there.
Now Lewis to serve once again. A little bit of backspin on that one. It's dug by Bishop. Bush, a quick set to Dazinski. Looks like they'll call that one out of bounds. Hawks now slowly creeping back. They're within 4.
That was a close one, Eddie. I don't know. From my POV, obviously I'm at a different angle than the line judge there, but
we're a lot further away and we're elevated, but it did look like she snuck that one in. We'll have to see what the Lakers do to get the point back. Oh, a short one there. That one into the net, so that will be another Laker point.
There we go.
Maybe a little bit of ball doesn't lie action there.
No, Rasheed Wallace said it himself. Ball don't lie.
Back now to serve for the Lakers. It's CJ Idem, the libero. A high serve does clear the net. Mishandled back there. That's an ace for Idem. Looks like they just couldn't get a handle on it back there. Look, Maria Weigand was the one who couldn't return it.
Looked like it was at eye level and just couldn't get a good grip on it.
Those are the tricky ones where you don't know if you go for the dig or for the set.
Yep.
A knuckleball back to Weigand, who's a set in the front. Swinging is finding a spot there in that back corner. It's Nora Keating. Her first action of the set. She buries that one behind Bishop for a Hawks point.
That was a cannonball, Eddie. I'm pretty sure the floor cracked when it hit the ground. That was a lot of force behind that hit.
A lot of force. Now serving for the Hawks, it's Kim Braun. We've seen her. The junior will now see if she can add to this 5-point deficit. Get the Hawks back in this one. Bishop's back there. Bush with a bump. McReynolds now to swing. Blocked at the net. And out of bounds. Another kill for McReynolds. Sometimes it's not the prettiest way to get the point, but whatever works for the team.
I would say smart play by McReynolds there. She saw the ball was going out of bounds, and you know what? She didn't go for it. She backed up, and that's really smart.
Now back into serve for the Lakers is Santa Famia. Basile will check out. Santa Famia will serve and play the back row. So there's a back row set for the Hawks. Braun with a quick set. Looks like Bishop and Santa Famia miscommunicated there. Neither one could really get a good handle on it. That'll be a kill for Reagan Daiba now to serve.
Still a close game. Only up by 5. Oswego's got to maintain this lead.
Daiba's serve now over a knuckleball. Idem with a diving save. And just a quick spike there. That's Lexi Stragalis putting that one in a good spot where the Lakers couldn't get to.
I saw the look on Maya Bush's face when she saw that one coming down. She knew that was going to be a point for New Paltz. You can't let an opening like that happen right at the net.
Great decision making to put that one down with ease and not with force, because that ultimately won them the point. She'll do it again. Into Idem and over. Just nothing done with that one. That was Stragalis again. And CJ Idem just couldn't get a good handle on it.
Looks like a substitution as well.
Looks like now in for Idem is Lauren Kropp. Another Daiba serve is short. This one will go over the net. Now the Hawks have a potential opportunity to get the point. Bishop's back there. Bush is back there. McReynolds will send it over. Great placement, but there's a Hawk there. Braun with a set. A quick poke. McReynolds keeps it alive. A quick set by Bush now to keep it over, and that'll work. We saw that a lot, Logan, at the Oswego Invitational. Bush picking up a few kills off of that move right there. And she gets her first one of the night today.
Just seems to be racking them up like, I don't know, like Call of Duty. You know, just getting just that KDA, just racking up those kills.
McReynolds with a great serve. Braun will have to keep it alive. McReynolds now with a dig to Bush. To Bishop now. A quick tip is sent right back over. Bush another quick set. They're scrambling for it. It's kept alive. Here's a swing. Sent to Famia's there. Bush a set to Vuktavine. Great placement there. Hawks will now have to get it over. Maybe a net violation called. We got a whistle. We'll see where the point goes. And it'll be a Laker point. Somebody was in the net. Lakers now up 5.
That's what the Lakers want. There we go. I was going to say, that's literally what they want right there, is to maintain that 5-point lead. Don't let New Paltz creep up on them too closely.
We are now into another timeout. Lakers are closing in on this first set. That'd be a great way to start this match against a team who historically has dominated you, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really, really good way to start. Maybe, you know, getting them mentally like, okay, wait, this is a team that we can beat. I mean, if this is how they're acting just so far in the first set, they've got, you know, minimum 2 more sets to go. They've just got to maintain this pace.
No surprise for the Lakers. It's Priscilla McReynolds leading the way with 4 kills right now. Basile is right behind her with 3, and Maya Bush, the setter, has 2. As for the Hawks, it's been Reagan Daiba and Maria Weigand with 3 apiece. Lexi Stragalis right behind them with 3 as well. So it's been a pretty evenly matched game. You know, the Lakers are ahead 5 points, but still, like I said, a lot of volleyball to be played. It is the first set. We'll see what kind of momentum swing we can get if you're the Hawks, or if the Lakers can close this one out. Of course, they are 6 points away from doing so. And who wants it more than the Oswego Lakers?
That's true. Winning the first set's got to be a big morale boost if I'm Oswego State right now.
Absolutely. Very important SUNYAC play here between 2 very competitive, very great, successful teams here this season. I'm sure this won't be the last time the 2 teams face. We could see this team going into November. But it will be Priscilla McReynolds now to serve for the Lakers as play resumes. There's a back row bump, a set there to the front. McReynolds back there to dig at Bush now. Vuktavine into the net, but she saves it. No, and it'll go where no Laker can get to it. That's a Hawks point.
Good play there by New Paltz. Once again, I've always appreciated someone who can just find the open spot and know exactly what force, what momentum they need to hit it right there where they want it to go.
For the Hawks, into the game now is Kaylee DeGroat. She will check in for Lexi Stragalis. And it'll be a DeGroat serve now for the Hawks. Her first action of this first set here. Low serve, a mishandle there by Santa Famia, but Bush will get it over.
Good save by Kropp.
There's a swing that's blocked at the net but kept alive. Braun now with a set to the middle. Swinging was Lola Canopa. It's kept alive. Now a back row swing by Daiba. And they'll get the point.
Ooh, that was a good play. I cannot discredit them on that one. That was once again textbook form right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful form.
Great effort there by the Hawks to win the point. It is 19-16 here in this first set. DeGroat will continue to serve for the Hawks. Her last serve was pretty low. We'll see what she can do with this one. And that one, too, barely clears the net, but McReynolds mishandles it in the back row. How about an ace for DeGroat, Logan?
That's pretty good, but if I'm the Lakers, that's not what I want. I don't want DeGroat being the one to come in, sub in, and start racking up these points for New Paltz.
It is now a 2-point set. The Lakers were up as much as 6 points here. They don't want them to close in anymore. Of course, that one into the net. That will be a Lakers point. Now we'll see who can close this one out. Looks like Vuktavin will serve, but the Lakers are now just 5 points away from taking set one.
That's good. That is exactly what the Lakers want. Once again, they're maintaining that lead. Even if New Paltz is creeping up a little bit, it seems like their momentum is still going. It hasn't just fully come to a complete screeching halt.
Here's the senior Vuktavin. We've seen her serve earlier in the set. That one will clear. It's Daiba in the back row now. Braun with a set. And a great spike there, kept alive and sent over by McReynolds. Great effort by that Oswego back row. Braun with another set. It's Weigand getting it over. Bishop with a dig. McReynolds will keep it in the air. Has to get over here. Bush will hit it over. Braun will set Daiba again. There's a big swing. Still alive. Vuktavin with a rare set. Bush will send it over. Blocked at the net. Keeps it alive. Vuktavin another one. Here's Bishop now on that close sideline. Great placement. It's, sent back over again. Logan McReynolds, a back row dig. Bush set. Dazinski. That one's flying. It'll stay in. McReynolds has to play it. Here's Bush, a quick set. New Paltz is there. We're going. It's Braun. Tipped over. Out of bounds. Logan, what a great volley there by both sides.
Back and forth. And everyone was going on their knees. See, I know they got the knee pads, but man, I don't know if I could fall on my knees that many times on that hardwood floor. I feel like I'd be a little sore in the morning.
Electric play here out of the Max Zeal Gymnasium. Vuktavin will serve again. A low dig there on ace. Ace for Vuktavin. Quite the opposite of what we saw last point there. But whatever gets the job done for the Lakers, it's 22-17.
Just like that, what are they back at? 5-point lead, right where they want to be.
Vuktavin will line it up and send it over. That one clears a knuckleball to the back row. Braun has to set a swing. Vuktavin is there to return it. Bush now with a quick bump to Bishop. She'll send it to that far side now. Braun another set. Blocked by Dazinski. Great defense there by the Lakers, Logan. They're starting to pull away now. They're up 6.
They sure are. And again, it's that defense. Defense wins championships. That's what, it's a very, very famous quote. But even in volleyball, man, the defensive efforts like that, that's what's going to score you those easy points.
Absolutely. Vuktavin now another one. It's low, but it clears. Braun with a quick bump. A swing by Weigand into the net. Game point now for the Lakers in a very meaningful conference set, Logan. Will Vuktavin be the one to close it out? She carried them to a win last game against SUNY Poly, the team leader in kills. Will she get it done serving?
About to find out.
A great serve. It's high. It's got to get sent over here. A quick set. Bishop and Vuktavin there. It's McReynolds now. Bishop will be the one to send it over. A lot of spin, but it's returned. Braun with a quick set. Weigand with a swing.
Oh.
And a Lakers point. Set one goes to the Oswego Lakers. Logan, they really did a great job closing that one out and pulling away, led by the serving of Vuktavin and the defense of Dazinski. It's been a common theme here for the Lakers all season.
It was decently close, but that was a dominant first set there, Eddie, for Oswego. They got that first point. It seemed like they just couldn't really be beat. I mean, New Paltz just could not catch up with the Lakers.
We saw a lot of great volleys. That, I believe it was the 22nd point of the set, went on, back and forth, back and forth. That was really a great set. Two very good competitive teams. I mean, the skill is there. Lakers take the first set. We're going into the second set here momentarily. If you are the New Paltz Hawks, like we said, we've established they've been historically dominant. How do they take the second set to avoid going down 2-0?
Eddie, that's a good question. I think it's all about mindset right now. I know I always say that, but as someone, I've not been able to go, obviously, read the minds of these players, but you're kind of running off a history there of when you came into this game like, we've beaten 23 years of Oswego State volleyball. Why can't this be? Why can we not allow this year to be the year that we lose? You have to come into this game and you have to be like, all right, we just got to keep that track record going. There's no stopping the New Paltz train.
There is a lot of history between these two teams. It's been rather bitter as of recently, like we established New Paltz was the team to beat Oswego in the first round of the SUNY Conference tournament last season. So they ended Oswego's season. We're sure these two teams will meet again in that tournament, but the Lakers currently are 11-3, a very successful record. They've been pretty great so far.
Yep.
They could move to 12-3 and beat the team that beat them last season. And, of course, the seeding will help in conference play.
It sure would. With a record that Oswego has, 11-3, first conference game, you want this win. This is a win that you want maybe more than anything right now. Maintain that pace. Start off conference play with a win. Beat a team that you haven't beat in 23 years. They were 0-17 against. This is a must-win game. That's how I see it.
I see it the same. For the Lakers, Priscilla McReynolds led the way with 4 kills in that set. She is now up to 151 on the season. She still tails Kali Vuktovin, the senior. Vuktovin entered this one with 155 kills, of course, leading the team. It's been a combined effort. Vuktovin did pick up 2 more kills in that set, so we'll see what those two swingers can do going into set number 2. Maya Bush has been, so great so far this season. She added on a couple more assists in that first set. I believe it was 7. So now we'll see what the Lakers can do as they take the court. Moments away from set number 2, the Hawks still in a team huddle. They have to regroup to take the second set. It's so important.
They sure do. Use every minute you can here, every second. Figure out what your next game plan is to win this second set. Keep this game going. But if I'm the Lakers, I'm very confident after that last set, after that last win, and I'm hoping for some repeat action here.
Definitely feeling good if you're the Lakers. Out there, it looks like it's Gabby Bishop, Maya Bush, Kali Vuktovin, Priscilla McReynolds, Gigi Basile, and Elena Dzinski. Out there for the Hawks, we see familiar faces. It's Reagan Daiba, it's Lexi Stragalas, it's Nora Keating. Out there is number 15, Elena Savage. 13, Lola Canopa. And the libero back in is Jordan Lewis. Set number 2, moments away here. Vuktovin will check out and Idem will check in to play the back row for the Lakers. It will be a Maya Bush serve to get us going.
I got to say, the Lakers look pretty excited. Gigi Basile out there was dancing on the court waiting for this serve.
Bush to get us going here. It's sent over at the net. A quick Lakers point. Looks like they crossed over the top of the net there. A net violation.
That is one way to start off a set like this. Get an easy point early on the board. Little mistakes like that if your New Paltz cannot happen.
Quick way to score. Bush now will send another one over. Wigan dug it. It's now hit over. Idem couldn't get a handle on it. That'll be a kill for Nora Keating. 1-1 here.
New Paltz answers back.
The Hawks will counter. Now serving for the Hawks is Maria Wigan. Sophomore outside hitter. Let's see what she can do if the Hawks can get out to an early lead here. Backspin on that one. Bishop's there to dig at Bush. To Idem, a low serve there to get it over. There's a big swing out of bounds. Nothing doing there. It looks like it was Nora Keating once again swinging on that one. Just a little bit too much.
A little too much mustard on that hot dog.
It's Gabriella Bishop now for the Lakers. We saw her serve in that first set. She went on a streak early on. Let's see if she can get something going here. Oh, a great effort there to keep it alive. It gets over. Bishop to Bush. McReynolds with a quick poke. They'll have to dive to keep it alive now. Another one blocked at the net by Dzinski. And they'll have to tip that one over. Items there. Bush now will set. It's Basile on that close sideline to the back row, but it's returned.
Oh.
Miscommunication. It was Elena Savage who hit it to her teammate, and neither one could get to it. That'll be another Lakers point, 3-1.
I saw Canopa wanted to go for that one. Was thinking about it. It was a little hezzy right there, a little hezzy, but not the right sport to be hesitating in. This is a game of constant action.
Ooh, a knuckleball by Bishop, a little bit too much on it. That one clears the baseline. A weird-looking serve, but a little too much power. It'll go back to the Hawks. Looks like it'll be Jordan Lewis serving once again. Lewis, of course, served in that first set and did pretty well. She'll get this one over to Idem. Bush, a lot of spin. Basile sends it over. Here's a Hawks set. Swung on and blocked. It was the combined effort of Dzinski and Basile there blocking that one for a Laker point.
It's quite the spike to take right to your forearm, but
Reagan Daiba swinging on that one. She was denied at the net. Now back in for the Lakers is Kali Vukhteveen. Looks like Dudzinski was the one to check out. Idem now to serve. A low serve to the back row is Doug. Here's a big swing. Idem's there to dig it. Bush now to McReynolds on the far side. It's tipped but kept alive. Here's another set. Swung on, blocked once again. Kept alive. Back to that far side. Bush is there. Idem. Bump to Basile. Basile will send it over. There's another dig. A quick tip. Basile digs it. Here's Bush. McReynolds will get the swing. Blocked at the net. Bishop is there. Bush once again. A quick one to Vukhteveen. Blocked. Falls at the feet of Basile. That one another Hawks point, but another great volley. We've been seeing these all night, all through that first set so far.
I was going to say, I feel like DJ Otzi. I keep going, ooh, ah. I can't help it. It's very back and forth. Great volley and exciting game.
A lot of oohs, a lot of ahs. A lot of serves for Kim Braun. She will get more here in the second set. 4-3. It's close. We'll see if she can pull the Hawks away here. An ace. That's definitely the start you wanted if you were Kim Braun. That one just falls to the feet of Idem. Nothing she could do there. A great ace for Braun. She'll continue to serve now for the Hawks. It's 4-4.
Not the start Oswego wants. They got that first point easy peasy, but New Paltz is not out of this one just yet. And another miscommunication there.
Another ace for Braun. That one just, Bishop couldn't get a good dig on it.
It's tough. At that, once again, a ball like that with all that force, it's hard to get a really good play on it.
Off the arm and out of bounds. Braun, 2 serves, 2 aces. They now take a 1-point lead, and Braun will continue to serve. Can she make it 3 in a row now? Oh, not a great hit. Basile does a great job keeping it alive, but that will be another point for Braun and the Hawks. They're going to have to adjust quickly here.
Oswego cannot let New Paltz start to gain a lead on them. This is not the time for letting this happen.
Looks like Grace Dovin will now check in for Gabby Bishop in that back middle spot. Dovin's first action of the night. Braun now. Idem. Dovin. Basile will have to send it over, and she will. There's a quick set. Swing. Big swing there. That's Reagan Daiba inbounds, a Hawks point. That one just right in between Idem and Basile on that sideline. Woo. Great placement there by Reagan Daiba.
I think New Paltz is having some fun out there at this point. They immediately get that point back to start off the game, and now they're starting to get this lead really fast.
Braun's been serving well. Basile keeps it alive. Dovin will have to send it over. There's a quick set. She got up, but it's blocked at the net. Now in the back row of the Hawks. Bush is there. Idem, who will send it over. It's Basile, a quick one. It's Doug. Here's another Braun set. A big swing is tipped. Dovin's in the back. Now Bush will set. McReynolds. Great placement off the arms of Daiba. McReynolds, another much-needed kill for the Lakers. They have to close in on this Hawks lead now.
You got to use a play like this and start to build off of it. Try to get these points back.
In for the Lakers is Julia Santafamia for Basile. Her serve will clear the net. On a powerful swing off the Oswego blocker's hands and out of bounds. That's a point for the Hawks.
We'll see get another sub here. Kaylee DeGroat is back in.
It was Morella Velouz picking up the point there for the Hawks. Daiba now to serve. A knuckleball to Dovin. Bush, a quick set to Vukhteveen. Great placement there. A whistle blown. It'll be a Lakers point.
What was that? What call was that? I could not make that out.
We got a whistle there. The Lakers will take the point. It's now McReynolds to serve. We're not sure what the call was, but McReynolds will serve. They'll have to hustle to get to that one. Bush is there. She'll put it down where nobody could get to it. A quick tip from Maya Bush. Another Laker point.
Good arm length there. Just putting the arm over and giving it a little tap to make sure it stays on the New Paltz side and scores an Oswego point.
McReynolds again. It's low with steam, but it gets to that front row of the Hawks. McReynolds is now there to return it. Bush, a quick one again to Vukhteveen. Great dig there by Braun. Idem there now back to Bush. It's Dovin on the far side. That one will sneak in. Grace Dovin, her first kill of the match at a much-needed time for the Lakers. They tie this one up.
Great play at a great time once again to tie this game up, and maybe Oswego with this possession game start to get some points back on the board as McReynolds is going to get this serve.
We've got 8-8 here in the second set. McReynolds. Here's a swing by DeGroat. Dovin keeps it alive. Bush now sent to Famia, will send it over, and she will. Braun's there. Oh, and a big swing by Valouz. A kill for Valouz and the Hawks.
A much closer set compared to the last one, Eddie.
A lot more back and forth. We've seen a couple lead changes. Jordan Lewis will check out for the Hawks. Serving now for them is Reagan Daiba. That is Lexi Stragalas. But no matter, that one will go out of bounds. Serve now to Vukteveen.
I'm pretty sure I just saw Jordan Lewis come in for Lexi Stragalas.
Lewis is back in to play the defense. Mishandled there by Daiba. An ace for Kali Vukteveen. Lakers now back up one.
Vukteveen, again, one of those players out there that just seems to always contribute something to the court every time that she's out.
She was the one to close out that first set. She won a couple much-needed points at the end of the first to give them the 25 they needed. Here's DeGroat now swinging too much on it. Out of bounds, another Laker point, Logan.
That's great. It's a great way to start getting these points back after being down.
It's been a close set, but a 2-point lead feels like a lot more than two. We've seen a couple lead changes. Vukteveen to serve again. A knuckleball that falls short. A great play to keep it alive by Daiba. McReynolds now. Bush hustles to it. Vukteveen will send it over. Great swing there by Vukteveen to the bench of the Hawks. Nobody could get there. How about Vukteveen with the serve and the kill? Lakers now 12-9.
Vukteveen can do everything. Multifaceted is what we call that, Eddie.
She is now up to a total of 4 kills on the match and still going. Another great serve to DeGroat. That one goes into the ceiling. DeGroat now with a swing just beyond that corner. Vukteveen's been getting it done for him, Logan. She's been...
Oswego's up 4. Look at that in a timeout. Woo!
Vukteveen forces the timeout called by the Hawks. She just won the last 4 points for the Lakers. They're now up 4 after a couple lead changes, Logan.
You can feel the energy, and it's that woo. It wasn't even for necessarily one team. It was just, it's great to see a little comeback like that. That was some pretty good volleyball.
We've had some great volleyball played so far. Much more to come. It is still the second set, just about halfway. Of course, we need to see a team get to 25 to claim this one. Will the Lakers take a 2-0 lead, or will the Hawks tie it up 1-1?
Oh, don't even ask me that question, Eddie. Obviously, it's still anybody's game, but I mean, Oswego, this is really hopefully almost a comeback story for them. Once again, they've done great so far this season, 11-3. This is a must-win. We keep saying it again, 23 years they have not beaten this squad. Maybe today's the day.
Maybe today's the day. In case you are just joining us, I'm Eddie McAlpine, joined by Logan Russo, here with WTOP 10 TV Sports. We are at the Max Zeal Gymnasium live in Oswego, Logan. It's a Friday night. It's cooling off, but will the Lakers heat up? They need to win this set.
I like that, Eddie. I like that. Cooling off, but will the Lakers heat up? I know it will heat up, and that is this weekend because it's going to get almost to the 80s. You know, in the middle of, at the start of October, kind of crazy.
It is fall season. Which team will fall tonight? Two SUNY opponents.
Wow.
A lot of history, a lot of intensity. We're back in play here in the second set. Vukteveen gets us going. DeGroat now with a swing. It's blocked by Dazinski. Bush will set Dovin now. Get there. Great play. If she put too much on it, they had the chance to return it. She put it just where no Hawk could get to it.
Good little juke there. They thought there was going to be some force behind it, but instead it was a little finger tap. All you needed.
So it'll be Vukteveen once again. She's been dominating this set. That one, little too much on it. Once again, we might have jinxed her, but regardless, a great run by Vukteveen and the Lakers. Item will now check back in for her to play the defensive spot.
If I'm Kaylee Vukteveen, I gotta feel great about that performance. That was pretty intense. A lot of great points going Oswego's way. Honestly, all thanks to her.
Vukteveen up to 4 kills and 2 aces now on the match, making her presence known in a much-needed way. Sent to Famia, now will dig it to Bush. Dovin with a swing that's blocked, but items there to keep it alive. Bush, back row swing by Priscilla McReynolds is dug. It'll go back, but it'll cross. Sent to Famia with a quick bump to Bush. Dovin again will swing, blocked, kept alive. McReynolds, Dovin again. DeGroat's there. There's a quick tip, but Dovin's there to dig it. Bush will set McReynolds in the back once again. A big swing. Back corner, Priscilla McReynolds, Logan. Way to get a much-needed point.
That was, once again, McReynolds just seems to be doing, once again, you know what? It's so loud in here I can't even put words together, Eddie. That was quite a play.
McReynolds now up to 6 kills on the match. Back in for the Lakers is Gigi Basile in that front corner. She checked in for Santa Famia to play the front row. Basile, an outside hitter, a local product. She went to Paul V. Moore High School in Central Square. She's got a couple kills in this one as well, a total of 4. We'll see what she can do for the Lakers as they are now up 15-11. It'll be Maria Wigan now serving for the Hawks. Dovin's there. Bush and Item. Back to Dovin. It's a back row bump. Here's a quick tip into the net. Mishandled there by Daiba. Lakers get the point back. Daiba's been great so far for the Hawks, the team leader in kills. But a mishandle there. She put a little, not enough on it. That one falls short of the net.
Man, I like to see how the Oswego Lakers are just hyped up, watching these points rack up against an opponent that they have not beaten in a while.
Dovin serve. Oh, it's blocked, but just ricocheted off Dazinski and out of bounds. Another Hawks point.
One thing I just noticed, Eddie, look at the head coach for New Paltz. Look at that stat there, 22nd season.
He has been the head coach for each year that this team has defeated the Lakers.
Yep. It's a pretty insane stat right there.
Here's the Item now to McReynolds. A deflection, but it's kept alive. Ball still in play, a big swing. Item a bump to McReynolds, an open hands overhead set. Oh, a quick tip. Floats around at the net. They call it deflection, so it's kept alive. Daiba with a swing. She'll sneak it in bounds past Item. A kill for Daiba, now up to 6 on the match.
It rolled on the net there, Eddie, almost like a basketball play. You know, in basketball, when I commentated, I used to say rolling around the net like a NASCAR track.
There's been a lot of action so far this game. Our journalist, Logan Weingartner, is typing away to my right, making sure we have written content on coverage of this wonderful matchup. Ball will fall, but a whistle is blown. A Lakers point.
Yeah, that was a weird call. I couldn't really figure out who that was going to fall on. It seemed like they both went for it. Kind of a 50-50, you know, maybe a 60-70, you know.
It'll be an Item serve for the Lakers. They are up 17-13, 8 points away from closing this one out and taking a 2-set lead. Oh, there's a great spot, but Dovin will keep it alive. Basile has to send it over. Now the Hawks will reset. A big swing, deflected and out of bounds. No, excuse me, that'll be a Laker point. Nobody touched it. Item will get another chance to serve.
And just like that, Oswego once again. Timeout is called. Oswego maintaining that 5-point lead just as they had in the first set. Quite an effort here by Oswego.
We saw this, something similar to this in that first set. It was very close all the way through until towards the end. Oswego pulled away with it. They won that first set 25-17. They're on pace to win this one by a few points if they can close it out. You know, they prompted another New Paltz timeout. They're 7 points away from winning. They're up 5, so a little bit of lenience on either side. But what do you do to close this one out if you are the Oswego Lakers?
I mean, I would not change it. Actually, I wouldn't change a thing. I mean, you started to, you know, kind of lose a lead here. You know, New Paltz started to get some points, gain momentum, start to get a few-point lead on you. And then immediately you just came right back. And if you're Oswego State, I'd be feeling good and I'd be playing good as well.
What they've been doing has been working, and that has been 3 familiar names that now Laker fans have gotten to know. It's been Maya Bush, Kali Vukdevin, and Priscilla McReynolds. That trio has led the offense for this Lakers team. McReynolds, 6 kills. Vukdevin, 4 kills. Maya Bush now up to 13 assists on this match. I'd also like to add in that Vukdevin has 2 aces serving.
Woo.
She's a middle blocker, but she's been getting it done from beyond the line.
And you made a good point. Own serve and own kill in the same play.
Not easy to do, but she makes it look easy. It'll now be Item serving once again coming out of the timeout. Daiba's there to dig it. They'll set her back. A quick tip is blocked by Basile. Gigi Basile puts an end to that point.
Gigi Basile, 5'10". She's got the height and she's got the hops.
Great way to take care of a point. They're now up to 19, a 6-point lead. Item will continue to serve. That one back to the back row. It's Wigan who will dig it. A set by Savage. Now Bush to Item. McReynolds into the net. Basile, a great effort to keep it alive, but that'll be a Hawks point. Just nobody could get that one.
Everyone was just kind of flying around there trying to get a hand on that ball.
We've seen great hustle by both teams. You know, obviously each team wants this one, but who wants it more? Right now, the scoreboard reflects the Lakers as they are up 5 within 6.
And the Oswego Lakers, I would say they need it more. This is a bragging rights game.
Need to put an end to that 17-game losing streak. However, it is Kim Braun now serving for the Hawks, and she has been pretty dominant so far in this one. We saw her both in the first set and earlier in this set. We'll see if she can continue. She did just win the point for the Hawks. It's now a 4-point game. Kim Braun to serve. Item. Bush. Basile, a big swing from Basile. The lefty buries that one on the near sideline. Great kill there for Basile. She's now up to 5 on the match. And she will check out for Santa Famia. Lakers now within 5 points of winning the set, Logan.
I was going to say, once again, one of those plays that you do not get the receiving end of. A lot of force behind it.
The Santa Famia serve will clear the net to Weigand in the back row. A quick tip is blocked. Priscilla McReynolds. She's been the offensive leader for this team, but now making her presence known defensively. 21-15, Logan, they're up 6.
They can win this set, get a 2-0 lead, and maybe they can come away with this third one. Clean sweep, a team that they have not beaten in over 20 years.
Great serve by Santa Famia. Blocked once again at the net. Another quick one. Santa Famia is there. Dovin. Oh, great effort by the Lakers defense. Everyone's diving all over the place, but the 3 hits, they just couldn't get that one over. It'll be now Reagan Diba to serve once again, the freshman for the Hawks. She has been possibly the best player here for the Hawks. She's the team leader in kills with 7. Her serve to Dovin in the back row. Bush is there. Oh, both Idom and Dovin there, but it worked.
It did work.
In between the 2 rows. It's a Laker point. 22-16.
Although that worked, though, I will say, Eddie, that is something that you definitely got to communicate more. Make a call out. Let your player know that you are right behind them about to hit the ball before they do.
McReynolds now to serve. Dug back by Lewis. Diba to send it over. Idom and McReynolds are there. It'll be Bishop to send it over, but it's blocked at the net. Looks like it was Valouz taking care of that one.
Once again, almost happened there. I saw McReynolds, and I couldn't really tell who else it was, but they both went for the same ball. Almost hit each other.
Lewis out. Konopa back in. Diba to serve. Excuse me, that's Stragala serving. Vuktavin sends it over. Oh, just out of bounds. Great movement there by Vuktavin to get to it, but it was a foot, less than a foot out of bounds. Great spot by the line judge to call that one for the Hawks.
Got to give a lot of respect. They're out there and they're doing their job well. I will say that I can't really disagree with any calls they've made.
Struggleless serve is dug by Idom. Vuktavin will send it over. Braun's there. Valouz is there. Idom with a great dig. Bush will set Dovin on the far side. Blocked at the net, but Idom saves it. McReynolds with a quick bump. Dovin again. Now here's a Braun set to DeGroat. Santa Famia and Idom both go for it, but neither one could keep it up. Hawks now, Logan, they're within 3. You got to be careful if you're the Lakers.
Very careful. You've got to score 3 to win, and you cannot lose 3 points right now to tie.
Struggleless gets it over. McReynolds with a dig. Dovin with a quick one over. DeGroat will dig it for the Hawks. Braun sets Valouz. Santa Famia's there. McReynolds with a high bump to Dovin. It's Struggleless in the back row. Braun now Savage. Too much on it. Excuse me, that was Lola Konopa, a little too much on it. That one out of bounds. 23 points now for the Lakers. And who else but Vuktavin? She closed out set 1. Can she close out set 2 here at the Max Ziel Gymnasium? Lakers are up 4.
She has the ability to.
It's dug by Diba. Valouz blocked at the net. Dzinski and Dovin at the net. A combined block for the Lakers. It's now game point. Logan, could we see a 2-set lead here from the Lakers?
You know, Eddie, I'm not going to jinx it, but once again, up 5, right where the Lakers want to be and where they've been, honestly, since the start of the first set.
Kali Vuktavin will get it across. Dogged by Lewis. Here's Diba. DeGroat will send it over back to McReynolds. Bush, a quick tip. Maya Bush. Great ball placement, great IQ from the sophomore setter. The quick flip over the net, wins the second set for the Lakers. They're now sitting 2-0 on this very great New Paltz team who has historically dominated. Logan, how about that to close out the set?
That was a really nice play. It was almost like a behind-the-back dunk, it seemed like, if it was a different sport, basketball. It has been nice, though, as someone who's not watched volleyball enough. Man, this has just been so exciting and entertaining to watch. Honestly, if I was any fan, watching a game like this makes me want to get into the sport even more.
That's something that a very great setter can master. When you go up, the teams are so used to you going up with both hands and setting a teammate. When you deep fake them like that and just flip it over quickly, a lot of times you'll find that the defense is out of place because they're getting their run-up ready to block whoever swings on it from the outside. When you see a quick flip like that, that's how you know how effective of a setter that Maya Bush can be.
I'd have to agree with you, Eddie.
Bush now up to 4 kills on the match, along with 15 assists. Leading the way for the Lakers offense has been Priscilla McReynolds with 6, followed by Gigi Basile with 5. Bush and Vuctavine both have 4 kills, and Dovin with 3. Now it's been Maya Bush, of course, leading the way, 15 assists, but Bishop, Idem, and McReynolds have tallied on an assist as well. And how about Vuctavine picking up 2 aces? Bishop and Idem picking up an ace as well. Effective way to score if you're the Lakers.
Once again, everyone's getting some touches, everyone's getting some plays, everyone's getting some points, some kills, some aces. Again, Oswego is such a well-rounded team. There is no one star here.
A lot of contribution from everybody in this one so far. Basile and Dzinski both with a block apiece. Block assists, we've got Dzinski with 3. She has combined for 3 team blocks.
Wow.
Followed by McReynolds with 2. Dovin, Basile, and Vuctavine each have 1. We've seen great offense, great defense. And now, the scoreboard shows that Lakers are up 2-0.
Yeah, it's been quite the exciting matchup.
Logan, could we see, hear me out, could we see a 3-set sweep? The Lakers take care of business against the Hawks and put an end to the 17-game losing streak that's been going on for over 20 years.
Listen, here's the thing. Is New Paltz did show some flashes that they can come back and win this third set during that second set. They had that lead. Granted, though, they blew it. Oswego, say they start strong, they cannot let New Paltz come in and take a lead right at the end. New Paltz can stay with them. They can maintain some decent points on their side. Oswego, it's got to do something. They've got to do something to make sure that they're going to maintain, they're going to win this third game. They're going to clean sweep. Once again, like you said, a team that they have not beaten in 20 years.
I would like to point out this New Paltz team has historically dominated the Lakers. However, this season they are 8-7, so maybe their record is not a reflection of their skill and their ability. But at an almost 500 record, if you're the Lakers sitting at 11-3, you got to feel a little bit confident you can close this one out.
Of course, I mean the record speaks volumes. They're a winning team. They win games, and this is a game that they need to win.
Absolutely. We are just about underway for the third set. Lakers with a 2-set lead. You can feel the energy. You can see the intensity on both sides. Who is going to pull away in this one? Looks like it'll be Basile, Dzinski, Dovin, McReynolds, Bush, and Idem out there for the Lakers. And it'll be Kim Braun to serve to get us going here for the Hawks.
I think what's really going to decide this game is honestly this point right here. If I'm Oswego, I'm trying to get a point to start off immediately strong, get the momentum going right off the bat.
First point can be a big deal when it comes to these close sets. Braun gets us going. A big swing by Dzinski. What did we say?
What did I say? That is perfect. Perfect textbook volleyball. It's
Elena
beautiful,
Dzinski,
beautiful.
the freshman, getting a kill early in this third set. We've seen the Lakers win the first point of each of the 3 sets in quick fashion, too.
Yep.
We'll see Grace Dovin to serve now, get us going with the Lakers.
New Paltz also must have some nerves going right now, I will say, because they have not lost to this team in 23 years, and here they are down 2-0.
Basile and Dzinski blocked that one at the net. 2-0 Oswego. They want this one, Logan, and it's showing in the efforts, doing everything they can to win a point. Dovin will serve once again.
Lakers want what they can't have, and they haven't won in 23 years.
Basile to set. Bush. Back to McReynolds. Logan McReynolds with a kill. That one snuck to the floor. A 3-point lead now. Lakers won the first 3 points of the third set.
That was money, Eddie. Cha-ching.
Here's Dovin. Off the net. A deflection. All Lakers so far here in set 4. Set 3.
This is a really good way to start, Eddie. Holy smokes.
Early timeout, Logan. Lakers can steal this one. It is still early in the third set. They just need to win this one more to put an end to history.
They said, you know what, we're going to start off, we're going to get this point. And then we're going to get that one, and then we're going to get that one, and then we're going to rack up another. And just like that, they're already in a perfect position to start the game 4-0. Once again, they seem to maintain a 5-point lead with these first 2 sets, and now they're already almost at a 5-point lead to even start off the third without New Paltz even scoring a point.
Logan, we are both 20 years old, born in 2005. It has been since 2002.
Holy smokes.
That the Oswego Lakers have defeated a SUNY New Paltz Hawks team.
I wasn't even an idea, Eddie.
We could be witnesses of the end to that streak. We'll see what happens here.
Well, I'm going to say, I always try to remain unbiased, but it would be a very great story to see the Lakers come back and win after all those years.
And if there were a Lakers team to do it, I believe it is this team this
Agreed.
season. They have dominated through the month of September now, looking to start October strong. Dovin will continue to serve strong. She just won the last 3 points for the Lakers.
Just got to be feeling great. Got to be feeling confident. And once again, New Paltz. I know they're out there, they're clapping, they're cheering, but there's got to be some nerves out there as well.
Grace Dovin gets us going out of the timeout. There's Lewis. A swing by Daiba. Dovin and Idem both there. Basile will send it over. A diving attempt to keep it alive. Blocked at the net. Dzinski again. Logan, it's 5-0 Lakers.
The ball is dropping on their side, and it seems like the Lakers are just dropping the mic so far to start off this third set.
This is exactly the way you wanted to start a closeout set. Dovin continues to serve. Backing up that back row. Here's a swing by Daiba. Out of bounds. 6-0 Oswego.
These Lakers, they are counting up points. I was going to try to even think of a metaphor, and once again, I'm just too excited. I'm happy to see this happen. Can't even speak. I'm speechless.
Oh, blocked at the net. Dzinski again, Logan. That's the third block attempt this set, or block assist this set. Lakers now up 7.
Just like that, 6 points, 7 points, 8-point punch. A little bit of Banana Boat song there.
Third set comes, and this New Paltz team will want to go home. The Lakers team can close out. Dovin will send it over. It's been all Lakers so far in this third set.
Ooh.
The Hawks will pick up their first point. That was Reagan Daiba swinging from the far side. Dovin couldn't get a handle on it, but it is 7-1 Lakers.
Great play to get a point there. That definitely was one of those plays that's like, all right, they just made an amazing play. Hopefully we can make some more to keep some points maybe coming on our side as well.
Daiba, the game leader in kills. She's now up to 8. It's her serve. Bush to McReynolds. Mishandled in the back row. Looks like Jordan Lewis couldn't get a handle on it. McReynolds now will tie Daiba for 8 kills apiece in this one, as Vuktavine will check in for the dominant Dzinski playing that front row.
Eddie, whenever games get like this, I really do find myself speechless, more invested in watching than talking, because there's just not much I can say to describe, like, what a miscommunication there from New Paltz.
What is going on with the New Paltz Hawks? That one falls to the floor as 3 people saw it drop. Idem with a great serve. 9-1 Oswego in a closeout set, Logan. We might be a part of history tonight.
I will say, in the great words of Al Jardine of the Beach Boys, this is the worst trip I've ever been on if I'm New Paltz. That is another point, another great point for the Lakers.
10-1. They could pull they could pull away to a 10-point lead if Idem can win this point for the Lakers. There's Daiba in the back. Braun to set. Valuz, too much on it.
Lakers up by 10 to start this third set, Eddie. And another timeout is called.
Morella Valuzzi, put too much on it, giving the Lakers the point and the 10-point lead. Our journalist, Logan Weingartner, is typing away over here. We've got a lot to cover and a lot more volleyball to be played.
His fingers are going wild.
It is a closeout set, but the Lakers are 14 points away from putting the end to a 23-year losing streak to the Hawks team. We've made it known, a lot of emphasis. There's a lot of context to this game. It is the first conference game of the season for both teams, a SUNY conference play.
Yeah.
Will the Lakers start off with a 1-0 conference record, and could we see this new Paltz team later on in the season?
You never know. And again, the other thing we have to mention that I don't think is mentioned enough is this is a new Paltz team that kicked them out of the SUNYACs in the first round. So this is a revenge game. This is a revenge game. Revenge game for 17 games that they have not beaten this squad. Revenge games for 23 seasons and years that they have not beaten this squad. And a revenge for last year when a great Oswego Lakers team went into the SUNYACs and got beaten by New Paltz.
Logan, this is my first year being an Oswego Laker, but you're getting me fired up. There's a storyline behind this game, and the Lakers are sitting pretty if they want to put an end to that storyline. It is 11-1 here in the third set. Coming out of the timeout, CJ Idom will continue serving for the Lakers. And we are underway with a 10-point lead for the Lakers. Oh, but it's Velouz putting it to the back row. Idom will keep it alive. Dovin will have to send it over, and she will. There's Daiba, Braun, Velouz blocked at the net. Out of bounds, another Hawks point.
Close call there. But great defensive effort by the Lakers nonetheless. A point that could have gone either way.
We've seen McReynolds and Daiba leading the way for both teams, each with 8 kills. Here's Lewis now to serve, McReynolds with a back row dig. Vukdevin will send it over. Daiba's back there. Braun, a quick one. No one there. Falls to the ground.
Nobody was home on that one, Eddie.
Lakers back up 10. Back in is Santa Familia. Vukdevin swinging just into the net. Little of a miscalculation there by Kali Vukdevin. But the Lakers are still up 9 points in a closeout set, Logan. This is not the way we thought this third set would go.
Not at all, but I also have to give credit to New Paltz there. Great defensive play right there. Not allowing Vukdevin, who is a very efficient scorer, to get that point.
Now serving for the Hawks is Elena Savage. Sends it to Dovin in the back. Bush, McReynolds, big swing. Lewis. Savage now to set. DeGroat. Dovin mishandled, but Santa Familia saves her. McReynolds will send it over. Savage is there. There's a swing by Nora Keating will get the kill. A lot of back and forth on that one.
That was
Hawks
a good
will need
play.
more of that if they want to keep stay in the set.
New Paltz seems to maybe be locking in just a little bit more.
They are within 8. 8 is still a long way to go, but there's a lot of volleyball to be played. Here's Elena Savage now once again, a knuckleball. She saw that one away, a Laker point off the great read by that Lakers back row. It'll be Priscilla McReynolds now to serve for the Lakers.
Read that play like a picture book, Eddie. Did a little step back, let that ball fly right by and go out of bounds.
Read that ball like how they read the score sheet that said it's been 23 years since the Lakers have beaten this Hawks team. They are carrying their way to close out this third set. They are back up to a 10-point lead, 14-4 here in the third set. Rewrite history.
I feel like I'm just using a lot of. I can't get words out. It's just sounds. This is a great play here by Lakers.
Great effort by Dovin to keep that one alive. She just sent it a little too far over the net and out of bounds.
Still up by 9.
The point back to the Hawks now. Looks like DeGroat will check out and Nora Keating will check in to serve.
You know what this reminds me of? I know that you weren't here, but the whiteout game last year for the hockey, men's hockey here, they went on a run like this, Oswego did, where they were just going point after point after point. And it reminds me a lot of the energy in that environment. Everyone's happy to see them win. Great
energy here at the Max Zeal Gymnasium. Hawks do a great job keeping that point alive, so the Lakers will reset. Bush will set Vukdevin. A crossbody spike. Now Daiba will get it down in front of Bush and Vukdevin for another kill, but that was just another great volley. We've seen so many of those all night.
It was. I haven't seen many mistakes necessarily from Oswego's end. Any points being scored against them right now are just 50-50 balls or great plays by New Paltz.
Maria Wygand now to serve once again for the Hawks. That one will clear the net. Santa Familia's back there. Bush. Vukdevin will send it over. Here's Daiba. Savage, Daiba again. Sent to Femia, a diving play to keep it alive, and Dovin will send it over off the hands of Jordan Lewis. A deflection there. Dovin picks up a kill. That one will roll to the other side of the gymnasium. Great play by Dovin.
Once again, Eddie, I'm speechless. The energy, it's just getting me pumped. My heart's racing.
And it's Vugteveen to serve. She dominated the first and second set behind the line. We'll see what she can do here. A swing by Keaton. That one will fall. So an abrupt end to Vugteveen serves. We saw her do so well. She only gets the one opportunity here, but we could see her again later on. Item will check back in for Vugteveen to play the back row. As that is Lexi Stragalis to serve. Dovin will tip it over. Falls at the feet of the front row. Another kill for Dovin. And it's the setter now, Maya Bush, to serve for the Lakers with a 9-point lead. It is 16-7 here in the third set. Bush will serve. There's Daiba in the back. Set back to Daiba. It's tipped. Kept alive by Bush.
Great save.
Dovin tipped at the net. Back over. Dovin again. Back-to-back points for the Lakers in favor of Dovin. She picks up 2 kills on 2 back-to-back points. Lakers now back up 10.
You know, it's funny. The first set it was 5. The second set it was 5. They said, we're going to double that. Double or nothing. Let's keep this lead at 10.
Double or nothing to close it out. There's a set to Keating. Another set. It's Savage. Just out of bounds.
Wow.
Another Laker point, Logan. 18-7. They're now up 11 points in a win or go home set.
Wow. Quite the set here, Eddie. I'm not going to lie. I'm tweaking. This is a pretty crazy game.
Maya Bush. It's over. Daiba's there. Savage. Blocked at the net. Woo! Dazinski again. Logan, what is happening?
I do not know, Eddie McAlpine. I do not know.
This Lakers team now up 12 points in a closeout set. We will see Alexandra Fairbanks now check into the front row. Her first action of the set. Basile will check out. Lakers are feeling pretty comfortable, up 12. There's Weigand with a dig. Lewis is there, sent over by Daiba. Out of bounds. Logan, 20-7.
Wow.
20-7 in the third set.
Best part is that it's a Friday night, so you know that they're going to go out, they're going to celebrate this amazing, possible so far, game's not over yet, win against New Paltz.
A much-deserved celebration if they pull this one off and put an end to a 17-game losing streak that spanned over 23 years. They've played hard to earn this one. Of course, there's still much volleyball to be played. The Hawks will not go down without a fight. But this, you can see this Lakers team, how badly they want it, how close they are to getting it. They stand for 23 seasons of Lakers volleyball if they can close this one out.
Agreed, but I will say Kim Braun is up serving. She's been a killer as well recently. She could get some points going back to New Paltz side.
Braun has done well serving for the Hawks. She'll need to continue that success to keep them in it. Dovin, a double hit. They run into each other. Morella Veluzzi just couldn't get out of the way. Lakers within 4.
I stand corrected, I guess.
The New Paltz Hawks are falling apart. McReynolds will check out. Into the game is number 4, Piper Adams. We're seeing some Lakers seeing their action for the first time tonight because they are up 13 points. Veluzzi swinging. She'll sneak that one in. Like I said, New Paltz will not go down without a fight.
Nope.
But the Lakers are sitting comfortably looking to sweep this dominant Hawks team in their first SUNY conference game of the season. Oh, Adams with a great dive. That one into the net. Bush couldn't do anything with it. That was Daiba on the serve, looking to keep the Hawks alive.
That's right. That was a great dig, great effort. Once again, just one of those ones. It's kind of a 50-50 shot where it's going to go.
So Daiba will serve a second time. This one from the far side. A floater under the net. That is not what you want to see if you are the New Paltz Hawks. You want to see a little more aggression and intensity because now the Lakers are 3 points away from closing this one out. And it's CJ Idom who has succeeded serving so far tonight. That one will clear. It's Daiba in the back. There's Lewis. There's DeGroat from that far sideline. A quick swing by Vugteveen. Looks like Bush wanted to set there, so that one goes out of bounds. New Paltz now up to 11 points, but it's still a double up. It's 12-11 here.
Still an 11-point lead for Oswego. They've got a lot of breathing room here, Eddie. They have a lot of room to sit back, relax, and just play some good volleyball.
You can't get carried away. Here's Lewis now to serve. Kropp is in. She'll bump. There's Fairbanks. Dyba's back there. Lewis, DeGroat tipped at the line. Bush keeps it alive. Kropp will set her teammate Fairbanks again. A back row hit. There's a quick one into the net. No. Falls to the ground.
Wow.
23 points now for the Lakers.
And Santa Femia is going to come back in, and it looks like Fairbanks is going to come out.
Also in now for the Lakers is Liliana Nelson. Her first action tonight. We're seeing some new faces here for the Lakers. They're up 12 within 2. Who will be the one to close it out and maybe make a name for himself here in a very important SUNYAC game?
Very, very important, Eddie. Like we said, this is a must-win.
Santa Femia's serve mishandled by the Hawks. It is game point.
Woo-hoo.
What do you do if you are the Hawks? You know what's at stake, and Santa Femia will send it over.
I don't think there's anything you can do, Eddie. I'm not trying to be that guy, but this is, I don't know. I mean, they get the point there, but
it's not over yet.
We'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
It's a matter of time for the Lakers to close this one out. It'd be a crazy 13-point comeback if you were the New Paltz Hawks, but anything's possible. It all
Kevin
comes
Garnett
down.
said it himself.
All comes down to the last point. It'll be Elena Savage to serve now for the Hawks, their last hope. Savage now. This one will clear the net. Kropp, Bush, Piper Adams will send it over. It's Doug from the back row. Savage will set. Keating, Dovin's there. Bush a quick. Falls, no one there, still comfortable. You're still up 11.
I think it should be, no, never mind. You're right, still up 11. Staying correct, I was going to say 10.
The first 2 sets were much closer. This set has been all Oswego Lakers. Elena Savage will serve once again, but they are down 11. Santa Femia is back there. Bush will set Adams once again. Deflected at the line, kept alive, a big swing. And with that, the Oswego Lakers have defeated the New Paltz Hawks for the first time
in 23 years.
23 years it's been since 2002, ending a 17-game losing streak to this New Paltz team in the conference. This was a SUNYAC conference matchup. Lakers take this one in a 3-set sweep, dominating this game. Priscilla McReynolds led the way for the Lakers with 8. Right behind her was Grace Dolan with 7, most of which came in that third set. Gigi Basile had 5, Maya Bush had 4, Vuktavine had 4, and Dazinski had a kill as well. Lakers offense looked great. Assisting was all Maya Bush, per usual. She adds another 20 to her season total.
Wow, 20 assists.
Now well over 1,000 on the season and only her second year of collegiate play. What a great game by the Oswego Lakers. Dazinski, as we saw, had 7 block assists, followed by Basile with 5, Dovin with 2, and then Vuktavine and, Priscilla McReynolds had 2, and Dovin and Vuktavine with 1 apiece. Great offensive and defensive showdown for the Lakers. They sweep the New Paltz Hawks for the first time. They defeat them since 2000.